Hey everyone! I wanted to make sure I checked in while it was still Wednesday with this coming week's work. I have revised our the end of the reacting role play exercise. I wanted to make sure I was responsive to those of you who are struggling a little bit. And so I've scaled it back. So I want to make sure you reread what we have here and that you see that, important dates and assignments for this unit have been revised. So make sure you watch this. All right. So, dun da da da. We had an extra buffer week, so there wasn't new material posted last week. Hopefully that was enjoyable to you and helped you get caught up in this or in other classes. So just to recap, week 1 is reading your character assignment and writing your character response. Week 2 is your speech, the speech at the meeting at Astor House in response to Douglas's narrative, and then your response to someone else's speech in character. Then week 3, you posted a publication to Slack and to CourseDen in that Dropbox. And that's an article, poem, song, pamphlet, broadside, etc. And you'll want to post an in-character response as well. Week 4 was going to be another writing assignment, but you've already done several in-character writing assignments, so I'm not going to make you continue to do that. And I think for the Happiness Project, when I was reading through those, a lot of people got a lot out of the process of reflection, because that is also part of the learning process. If we were meeting in person, the end of this unit would include us sitting down and talking about what we got out of this role play exercise. So your reflective writing will help take the place of that. And honestly, some people are struggling with this assignment, and I'm going to help you all get through it one by one. Don't worry. I've got a few meetings. We'll keep on keeping on. And it may be that the online environment makes it a little more difficult, which I can work on for next time. With that said, I am impressed with everybody's efforts. I've interacted with a lot of you. People are sensitive. People are caring. People want to make sure that they say the right thing. And I'm grateful for that. And as I go through them, I'm enjoying it so far. I do think it'll be most beneficial for you to write about the experience, what you'll gain from it, etc. If people are already having trouble, I'm not going to add to that. So your reflective writing, as with the first unit, you'll post to CourseDen. And in a 250-word response, you'll answer the following questions in the form of 1 or 2 polished paragraphs. Not sure why that happened. So one is, what did you learn from this role-playing exercise? It's different. You're reading as someone else. You're trying to think as someone else. You're trying to think as a past person who you either might admire or might totally detest. To what extent do you think this topic is interdisciplinary? Now that you have sat in the middle of something and kind of watched different disciplines go around, think of what disciplines seem to come into play in this unit. Because it's not just history. There's a lot of reading, there's a lot of writing, there's also a lot of politics. And you can't separate out history from politics, and you can't separate out politics from culture. And so, that'll be your reflective writing, and hopefully that will give you a sense of closure to the unit. Maybe you struggled with a little bit, but this will kind of give you something to anchor the conclusion to. I did want to acknowledge / recognize that some people might have read ahead to what it said for week 4 before and said, Dr. Miller, I've already done that. Don't worry. First of all, that's awesome. Yay. If this is disappointing to you, give a holler. I can maybe add points to another assignment, extra credit, something like that. I'm certainly happy to find ways to reward you for your hard work. That's something I enjoy doing very much, rewarding people who are doing something rewarding. Thank you very much for your patience and for your hard work. Just keep it up, and I'm here to support you, and we'll get through this together. The next thing after this unit is going to be totally focused on you and problems that interest you that you want to solve. We've started with other people's problems, then we're going to get into yours. Awesome. Talk to you soon.